Okay, here we go on Module 11, Lesson 2, Graph Polygons on the Coordinate Plane. First, let's define what a polygon is. A polygon is a closed plane figure formed by 3 or more line segments that intersect only at their endpoints. A vertex is the point where two sides of a polygon intersect. You can graph polygons on the coordinate plane. Let's look in the gray box. You can classify polygons by the number of sides they have. Triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, and hexagons are all examples of polygons. Okay, so a polygon, if I were to draw one, I drew a rectangle / square. I really wanted to draw a square, but I don't think all the lines are the same. That is a polygon. All the lines are connected. It has 3 or more line segments. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. And a vertex is the point. So this right here, where they connect, those are the vertex. Now let's look at our first thing we have right here. I have 3 figures. And we're going to answer the questions. What do you notice about the first figure? Is it a polygon? I noticed that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. And they connect at their endpoints. And then it says, is it a polygon? It's closed. It has 5 straight sides. So to be a polygon, it has to have 3 or more sides. And they have to connect at the endpoints, which it does. So yes, it is. Let's look at the next one. I noticed that there's a gap right here. So not a closed figure. Which when it's not closed, it is not a polygon. So no. And then our last one. What do you notice about the third figure? Is it a polygon? It is a closed figure. However, there are not 3 or more line segments on this. So it does not have any straight sides. So no straight sides. So is it a polygon? No, it is not. So ovals and circles, because they do not have line segments, they are not polygons. Let's look at the bottom part. Describe the polygon with vertices, which those are just the vertices are the endpoints we're going to graph on here, and we're going to plot these points. F, so I run to 2, I jump to 5, and I'm labeling that F. G, I run to 7, I jump to 1, and label it G. H, I run to 2, I fall down to -6. J, I run backwards to -3 and I jump to 1 and label it J. So I did A, I plotted them. Connect the points drawing straight lines from F to G. I'm going to use the paper as my ruler. Then G to H. H to J. And J to F. Classify the polygon. That means name the shape. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, so it's a quadrilateral because quad means 4. There are a lot of different types of quadrilaterals that we have seen before. We have square, we have rectangle, we have parallelogram. A rhombus and a diamond are considered quadrilaterals because they have 4 sides. So anything that has 4 sides is under the term of quadrilateral. How many vertices does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's look at our next page. Right on top. Wesley designs a shark fin for a costume. He chooses the points, and here are our points. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to model the fin. Okay, so we're first going to graph these 5 points. K, we are running to 1, jumping to 7, and we're going to label it K. Check it off. Next one is 3. So we run to 3, we jump to 5. We're going to label it L. Mark it off. M, we're running forward to 6, and we're falling down to -3. Label it. Mark it off. Our next one, we're running backwards to -5 and falling to -2. N, mark it off. And our last one is P. We run backwards to -1 and jump up to 1. Now, when you look at this, you might be like, oh my gosh, what did I just create? Remember, it's supposed to be a shark fin. And that looks like a shark fin. So we're going to connect them. If you're bad at drawing straight lines, try your best. Or you can always put a piece of paper or grab a ruler and make your lines here. So there's my shark fin. So I did this one and I did this one. How many sides does the polygon that you drew have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides. A 5-sided shape is a pentagon. Now, most of you, when you think pentagon, you think something that looks like a house. But it doesn't just have to be that. Any 5-sided shape is a pentagon. Next is check understanding. So pause the video for a second, see what you can do, and then try it again by yourself. Okay. You can classify polygons by the number of sides they have. Graph the points, A, which is -3, so I run backwards to -3, and then I jump up to 4, and I mark A. B, I'm running backwards to -4, and I fall down to -2, and do B. C, I run forward to 1, fall to -2, and write C. D, I stay at 0, and I jump to 4, and I mark it D. What names can you use to describe the shape? Oops, I forgot to connect it. Let me connect them first. A, B, C, D, and then connect. So we connected, and now we're saying what names can you use to describe it. It has and I just realized I thought that was a -1. It is a +1. So don't worry about that C. I run to 1 and I fall down. So it's right here. It comes out. Ignore this line here. Sorry about that. This is why you guys should write in pencil. What names can you use? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 sides. So 4-sided shape can be called a quadrilateral. It can also be known as a trapezoid. And if we're explaining that, there's 4 line segments and they meet. So for a trapezoid, these 2 lines are parallel. So it's a trapezoid. Use the points you graphed in part A. What are the possible coordinates of a point E if A, D, E is a right triangle? So there's a lot of points that you can put it here. I'm going to make mine go up right here. So if I connect it, this would be point E, and I have a triangle like that. A right triangle has to have a 90-degree angle. So that would be at 0, 6. There are a lot of possible ones that you can do here. D, though, because it has D in the middle, D has to be at the right angle. So I could put my dot anywhere going up here or anywhere going down here. And what do you remember? You're going to try this by yourself, and then you're going to start the video again, see how you did. Graph the points. 1, 4. So I run to 1, I jump to 4. And these ones don't have labels on them. This one, -2. I run backwards to -2, and then I fall down to -3. I run to 4, and I fall down to -3. Connect them to form a polygon. Remember, a polygon has to have 3 or more sides, and it has to be connected. Identify the figure. It has 3 sides, so it is a triangle. And then points J and K are 2 vertices of a right triangle. So let's put that on there. I'm running to 2 and jumping to 3, marking it J. Then I'm running backwards to -3 and I'm falling down to -3. And we need a right triangle. What are the possible coordinates? So I could put it right here. That is at 2, -3. Or I could put it up here, which is at -3, 3. And that's it for this lesson.